Welcome everyone. We are launching this live conversation with IRMA. It's called Conversation with IRMA and David, but today we also have Mari Alvarado. Mari, welcome to our program today. Also, we are trying to have Anita Ritter join this a brief conversation. We have this every other Thursday. And we always try to just have this conversation and make it really quick, just to kind of provide updates. Before we move on, we would like to focus today on a very important movie that the four of us watched yesterday, and we had deep impressions of the movie, and we would like to comment on that and encourage you to watch the movie because it'll be offered online. But before we do, we have great news, Irma, about the Arizona Barrio Stories milestone. Can you just take a half a minute at least and tell us the huge milestone?
On September 5th, we celebrated our third anniversary. And on the same day, we hit 33,000 members. So we are excited. We think it's quite an achievement. And we are just beyond words. I mean, we're really happy that we've hit that milestone.
Well, you know, Irma, I keep saying this, that's what you are doing is exactly what led me to start the AARP, Arizona Hispanic Connection. I believe I was only able to accomplish part of it, but I am so glad that even though I could not accomplish what Arizona Barrio Stories is doing, I'm still so super glad that the people in the Phoenix area and the whole state and even beyond the state of Arizona are being connected through the stories and pictures. And I mean, I follow the page and it's just great. So congratulations to Arizona Barrio Stories again.
We have a lot of people just recently joining us from Tucson, places south of Phoenix, Coolidge, Sierra Vista. We are getting a lot of other people other than Phoenix, which is great. That's what we want.
Definitely. Well, let's kind of come to the main point that we would like to highlight today. I'm going to say a little something about 3 upcoming events. You can see them on the screen. One is a Foro Informativo. I will be traveling to Nogales, Arizona on Saturday, like at 5 a.m. I need to be there to have breakfast as part of the event. We'll serve breakfast at 9:30. El Consulado Mexicano de Nogales in Arizona and Mariposa Community Health Centers and AARP are putting together this photo. I will be the speaker. I'll be addressing issues on finances, health for the present and the future. So if you live in the Nogales, Tucson area and you would like to join us, by all means, call that number on that flyer to register. And then the last event on the far right, this is the history of Mexican music. A professor from U of A, it's coming to do a talk. We call these events Lunch and Learn. You will find all the information on the flyer on the screen and also on the post. I actually did a separate post where I put the dates and then the registration links. But we would like to highlight in this program the middle section. This a million miles away. It's a movie that the four of us, too bad that Anita is having some technical difficulties and hasn't been able to join. But we were at this movie, and I would like to I actually invited Anita and Mari Alvarado to kind of give us their perspectives about this movie. And why don't we start with Mari Alvarado? What was your takeaways from this movie about this Jose Hernandez, who became a NASA flight engineer? Take it away, Mari.
Yes, I was. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfectly.
Okay, yes, it was quite an amazing movie. I thought it was inspirational. This is the kind of movie that appeals to audiences across the board. It transcended age, it transcended backgrounds, transcended careers, and it was very inspirational. And I knew a little bit about it because I had actually met the real Jose Hernandez, which the story of his goal of one day being an astronaut was also made into a book. And I have the book here, which he printed and published in 2012, Reaching for the Stars. And as a person of, rural agricultural, because I'm from the Yuma area, I really could connect with it. But then as I saw the movie, I thought anybody could connect with it because the music appealed across all ages. And
I love how they put in the Mexican music, Juan Gabriel, Jose Alfredo Jimenez, Tigres del Norte, and then English music. It was an amazing movie. I found myself crying at least 3 times.
Very emotional.
As we say in Spanish, haciendo pucheros. I don't know if you heard of that phrase, haciendo pucheros. Sollozando, that would be a better word, but it is very inspirational. So now they were taking notes, Mari, at the end. There was this lady about taking notes about the impressions. I think you provided some comments, right?
Yes, I did. This lady is with she's not connected with AARP. And I told her that I was an AARP member and also a volunteer, and that I really, I wanted to know who she was. Was she with there? She said, no, she was like a third party. And they just wanted to get firsthand impressions of people who had attended and watched the movie. And I told her the scenes, the way that Michael Peña connected with the real Jose Hernandez, because he portrayed the kind of person, the character, the family structure, the cultural, his humility, his willingness to work hard and never give up on your goal or your dream. And that impressed me the most.
Definitely a success story. Irma, what was your takeaway? I mean, I think we all had a lot of fun yesterday. And before you provide your impressions, please keep in mind that though you may have missed this movie at the theater, AARP, this is something unique. We've never done this before, to my knowledge, that we will be providing this movie again online. So you need to look at the post that I did earlier today and find the link so you can register. But Irma, take it away about your impressions about this movie.
When I was viewing it, I thought, oh my gosh, this is so much like Arizona Barrio stories. There are stories out there that we do not know. Who would have ever known about him? I mean, to it be brought to life, to actually see him growing up and learning his background, and the stories, the consejos that are in there. I mean, it just hit home with me because I could see that as being either one of my students or one of my classmates or just having a friend like him. I mean, there are millions of stories like his that have not been told. And for them to put it on screen, it's like, wow, this is wonderful to finally see something like that. Somebody that paved the way for others.
Right. You know, I am showing the kind of a summary of the movie. Let me read it real quick. It says, inspired by the real life story of NASA flight engineer Jose Hernandez, a million miles away, follows him and his devoted family of proud migrant farm workers on a decades-long journey from a rural village in Michoacán, Mexico, to the fields of San Joaquin Valley, to more than 200 miles above the Earth in the International Space Station. With the unwavering support of his hardworking parents, relatives, and teachers, Jose's unrelenting drive and determination culminates in the opportunity to achieve his seemingly impossible goal. Acclaimed writer and director Alejandra Marquez Abella has created a dazzling tribute to the loyalty and tenacity of the entire Hernandez family, as well as anyone that dares to dream. Can you hear us, Anita?
Yes, I can.
Okay, so since both Irma and Mari have provided their takeaways from yesterday's movie, why don't you tell us yours, that you were there too?
I thought it was an amazing movie and a true story. The way it was told, I was very impressed. They showed the true values of the Mexican family, the love, the support, the respect. I do not feel that they showed any disrespect, which is normally the Mexican immigrant is normally portrayed as in a negative way. And I didn't see any of that negativity in the movie. I was very, very impressed. I thought everybody did a good job in their roles. And I highly recommend the movie to anybody that is interested in learning about being an astronaut, space, the Hispanic familia. You know, it's just a good movie. It's a very good movie.
Definitely. There's a lot of music from, again, the Jose Alfredo Jimenez. The first song that really touched me was the Juan Gabriel song.
Oh God,
it was just so touching. And then I don't know, obviously it goes pretty fast. They're in the fields, and then before you know it, he's dating. He gets married. He has the kids, and then the wife was it his wife already, or when she laughed when he said he wanted to be an astronaut. I don't know if she was already married or dating or something, but it was, and then she wanted to have a restaurant. It is just an amazing story. And we can go on and on and on. But I want to thank all of you for, first of all, volunteering with AARP, being at the movie, providing this feedback, because AARP is going to be showing, as you can see here on the screen, on 9/13. But you need to go to a post that I posted earlier today and find the live link, because you need to register to be able to watch the movie. It'll be online, so basically the whole world can watch it. Feel free to share the link with anybody. I don't remember that they ever have done this hybrid scenario where you have the movie at the theater and then on online. This is an amazing thing. Remember, this is still in the premiering stage. It hasn't even gone to the theater, so this is an amazing thing that AARP is doing. So any final thoughts before we conclude? I mean, this is supposed to be a brief conversation. We have already gone 13 minutes. Any final thoughts?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. The only comment I have is those that watch the movie, if they don't have a good understanding of Spanish, they may be confused by having to read the subtitles and missing some of the scenery, the activity, the actions going on screen.
Yeah, the movie is in English, but from time to time they'll be speaking some phrases and sentences here and there in Spanish, and then they show the translation. Mari, you were going to say something.
Yes, a couple of quick things. One is the director, Alejandra, a female Latina directing that movie. And the roles that all the ladies played, the female characters, that sacrificed a lot, the
Yes.
mother, the wife, the sisters helping him out, all the female characters were really portrayed well. Secondly, this is an original of Amazon Prime movie, so it will be available for those people that subscribe to Amazon Prime Video on September 14, 15, somewhere along there. So it already is on my Amazon Prime, and it just says movie not available yet, but
Right.
It will come out September the 14th.
I think it'll be the 15th, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. So
Yeah.
a day or
And,
two, but it is available. So
Yes.
I just love going to the theater because you get more of the sound effects.
The sound effects is so great. Yes.
Like, when he was being shuttled to the International Space Station, that was just breathtaking. I mean, I was on my seat you felt like you were in the capsule with him.
Yes. Irma, any final thoughts before we conclude?
Make sure you have popcorn.
Oh, definitely.
I shared.
Hispanic Heritage Month launches in the 15th of this month. It goes through October. So we are having some events. Actually, the one on the 16th is part of our celebrations when we will talk about the history of Mexican music. And then Dr. Pete Dimas is going to be on Post 41 also. I believe it's a day before the Hispanic Heritage Month finishes. So we're doing lots of things. Thank you, Irma. Thank you, Anita. Thank you, Mari. Thank you, everyone, for watching this show. Don't forget to register for the movie, and we will see you at our next conversation. Take good care of yourselves.
Abrazos.
All righty.
Adios.